look at that. We started exactly as the clock hit 0-0. That's perfection right there. I think we got it down by round 5 of these Serpents Open January qualifier. We got the final round, as I mentioned, between Unknown and FoxTermelon. This is to decide who gets the first space. As you guys have probably seen from the table, the map is Emerald Crater. This is Unknown's pick. And let's introduce the players, shall we, Spiff?
Let's do it. We'll start up here at the top with the guy who picked the map, spawning in as the green Siren Commander, and dropping down a quick air factory, and then filling in his eco, we have Unknowndesire. And Unknown has been leading this tournament so far, and as Nite said, right now he is battling for the top spot. Nite, who is he battling against?
His opponent on the other side of the map is our white Aeon Commander. No surprises there. It is FoxTermelon opening up with a double air factory build. So this map is favored towards a Cybern, actually. So that has been established by kind of the Alpha Hex camp of the community. But you know, I always like the possibilities of Aeon, and it just blows my mind, honestly, that, you know, Cybern has such a big advantage on this map. I would think that it would actually be the opposite. So the two air maps that are, you know, respectively Cybern favored and Aeon favored are, you know, obviously Emerald Crater for Cybern and Edge Desert for Aeon. And to me personally, I don't know about you, Spiff, but I think it would be the opposite way. That's what I would think.
Honestly, I just think Aeon's really good on any map.
That's true. That's true. So we'll see. We'll see. If Unknown is utilizing the build that's powerful here, I think he can definitely win. He opened up with one research station, while his opponent has went quick to air factory. So that might play a role here in the beginning, and that's kind of dangerous if you go down in air soon. But we have seen multiple air comebacks, specifically from Vanity against FoxTermelon. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, so we shall. FoxTermelon is out expanding, as is Unknowndesire. So far, neither one really taken any big risks. Just kind of keeping their air at home and slowly pushing out that eco.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you really do on this map, and I've seen players really prioritize that by building just a lot of engineers, and we kind of see that Unknown doing that. He just built one, though, but still, priority on this map early game is to get those expansions, and it looks like Unknown is realizing that he's a little behind on air, so he's playing a little defensively, positioning his air forces nicely between his two air factories, which I imagine have an anti-air upgrade. No, he does not, so it looks like he's saving that for the time being, which is probably ultimately the correct decision because FoxTermelon doesn't look like he wants to commit just yet.
Yeah, I don't think Unknown sent a scout across the map, or did I miss it?
I don't think he did. I don't know if he saw the air forces. He probably sees it now on his radar just out of the corner of that. So he can probably guess that Fox has two air factories, or started with two air factories rather. That's a lot
which
of air.
would be, I mean, it's a common build on this map too, so he might just be relying on his knowledge of the meta.
Yeah, and I mean that's a lot of it, right? On a big map such as this, I think you have to rely on that knowledge, and I mean it makes sense. And I mean FoxTermelon, I don't think he's gonna go TML, which I think is why we had such weird bans. The bans that we had was open palms from Unknown. No, wait. No, Desolation from Unknown and open palms from Fox, which is weird. I guess he really doesn't like playing palms. Interesting.
Maybe he's just sick of it.
It's surprising that Unknown didn't pick Arctic, though. I don't know. This is all kinds of wonkers. I think Unknown just doesn't want to play against TML. I think that's my case, or my thought here. Going up to the 4th air factory already. Fox, what are you doing? Yeah, his ACU is quite a bit behind, too. So
Yeah, Fox has been expanding a lot more aggressively, and he's behind on production right now.
Yeah, and his ACU is lagging behind too, although Unknown is not making moves towards the center of the map either, which is weird. Normally we see players making a big push for the center, and it looks like FoxTermelon here is going to just take a more balanced approach and expanding everywhere, really. Really expanding, holy crap. He's going to be in the lead here en masse pretty quickly. Oh, okay, so I think the reason why he's waiting so long is he's going to save his mass and is going to try and set up some points here on the left and right, which is actually a good idea. If you can set up an early base in each one of these two spots, obviously you're going to, if you can hold them, you can obviously skyrocket in production. Unknown isn't too far behind, however, he's bringing his engineer over here. Probably he's going to see eventually. No, he pulls it back. I don't think he's seen that radar, but who knows. This map is just so big. FoxTermelon getting a bunch of energy generators. You think he's going for teleporting air, Spiff?
Who knows? He doesn't have any research generators, so he can't be very close to it.
Yeah, he's getting his 5th air factory. Meanwhile, FoxTermelon is still on 3. Yeah, this might get away from FoxTermelon here really quick if he doesn't start making air. But you can never underestimate the power of hollow flares and shields. That's a deadly combination. Look at this. Oh, he looks like he was trying to bait the attack on that Weedaboth, but he just let it go a little too far in front of his main force, so barely manages to get it out. FoxTermelon's air control is just absurd to me sometimes, and other times he just makes a weird mistake, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I find air micro in this game to be pretty finicky, trying to get the planes to do exactly what you intend them to do.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's a lot. I think it can be mastered. I think the higher level players kind of really started figuring it out and doing exactly what FoxTermelon is doing, and this beautiful baiting. And we see Polar Bear splitting his air. That's something I don't see quite often enough. So there's quite a bit of control to be learned for you newer players. Definitely cannot be understated. But yeah, while we are setting up, I did want to, I guess we can highlight the tournament so far. It's been very enjoyable and very unpredictable. I don't know about you, Spiv, but the top 5 right now are kind of, I mean, some of these players I expected, but there's a lot of players that are not there. So top 5 are in no particular order: Rainbows, Vanity, Iron, Fox, and Unknown. So
I don't think there's really any surprises there, though.
Well, I mean, Nuclear and Polar are not in there. Hope is not in there. And Rainbow's actually doing very well to be in there, I think. It's very, very impressive. And Vanity, too. I mean, Vanity has been just improving very slowly, but very steadily. Like, I think Vanity is the most improved, to be completely honest. Well, no, actually, him and JWix, I would say, probably the most improved. Since we started from 2019 in Serpent's Open Winter, definitely them two, because they started playing back then as well. It's been already a year and several months. It's crazy. Players still don't want to engage here. Understandable, though, because there's a lot. Okay, I think this is Unknown had the better engagement there, I think. Yeah,
hard to tell, but I'm seeing more green than white.
Unknown has this. Yeah, Unknown has this fight. Yeah, I mean,
I think that really just came down more to numbers than who had the better engagement.
Absolutely. Yeah, and somehow Unknown also had a higher training. Yeah, because he started with that research station. Yeah, that's good game. Unknown wins. He's 1 game away from qualifying to the season final, everybody. Honestly, I know Unknown is a great player, but I would not have predicted him to be in first place. That is absolutely incredible so far from him. And, especially tying with Iron Commander that last game, I think it's very, very strong. So we'll see if FoxTermelon can manage to pull something out here. But we will be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 of Round 5 between Unknown and FoxTermelon. Spiff, please introduce our players.
All right, starting over here on the right-hand side, spawning in as the white Aeon Commander, we have AA FoxTermelon dropping down a quick air factory before filling in his eco. And Nite, what's going on the other side of the map?
On the other side of the map, in blue, we have once again the return of our Siren Commander, giving the faction hope. It is Unknowndesire, starting with 2 air factories. I want to give a shout out to my man Alligator. How's it going? And yeah, air versus air again, and double air factory again. Are you reminded by anything, Spiff?
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, other than the lack of a research station, it's the inverse of the last game.
No, but earlier. Way earlier in round 1.
No, I was half.
Oh, yeah,
asleep
you weren't
still
there.
at that
That's right.
point.
I forgot. Haha, I was trying to...
I did watch it, but I don't remember.
This is exactly the same builds from the 2. And FoxTermelon went TML. And Iron was able to use his ACU and basically hard counter it. And the reason why he won it was because there was a bunch of air from Iron that game. And I think that's why FoxTermelon is putting down an anti-air tower here.
Right, that was the game. That was the game that I didn't actually watch. I only listened to.
Yeah, so this can get pretty insane here, because I don't think he saw that game, obviously, because everybody's playing at the same time. So Unknown, yeah, I mean, he's got to expect this, because FoxTermelon is just known for that stuff. I imagine there's going to be adapters, maybe, possibly. No,
hopefully.
Loyalists. Loyalists are going to be the answer. First Master Extractor does go down, and that's already not a very good sign here. Unknown is going to position his commander, though.
Block.
Yeah, that's good. Doesn't quite get enough on it.
I think he's blocking for this next volley, though. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. But knowing FoxTermelon, he's going to keep switching it around, I think, maybe? Yeah, he's switching the targets. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, FoxTermelon knows what he's doing with TML.
This is just rude.
Yeah. TML is a mean cookie. Yeah, and we were talking about how complicated this tournament can get. If this is a draw and Iron Commander wins, then we're going to have 3 players at 4-2. 4-0-2 rather. So this will be pretty complicated.
Oh, and the engineer, is that a sacrifice capture? It is.
No, it's a normal capture.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think he would have.
It was going way too fast.
Oh, was it?
It was going way too fast.
He does get that land factory, and honestly, this is pretty rough, because now the commander is forced to pull out because he has to counter that engineer of all things, and that TML can now go ham. And there's mobile missile launchers. This is so rude.
Yeah, Unknown just doesn't really have a whole lot of options here.
So
other than
rude.
to give up his main base, and then what does he do after that? There's just... Ugh. It's just like everything nasty about Aeon. TML plus point defense creep.
Very nasty indeed.
That's got to be frustrating for Unknown.
Yeah, I mean this is I think the hardest thing to deal with, honestly, in this game right now is this build right here, and FoxTermelon just is a master of it.
It's the most perfectly balanced build in the game, if you ask me.
So we got the most balanced faction, we got the most balanced build, and but we don't got the most balanced color. That's the one thing we're missing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean this game is over, so we're gonna have to think about what's gonna happen here, because for sure, at the very least, these guys are gonna need to play a tiebreaker game. At the very least, but if Iron manages to get up to that 4-2, it's gonna complicate things, which I imagine he will. So we are gonna have to think about that. But yeah, Unknown is trying to fight this out. If he had air behind this, then maybe, but he does not. And these PDs are just gonna slowly but surely win FoxTermelon in this game. Yeah, and Unknown knows that. He's gonna push his ACU out. Or not. Who knows? Yeah, you just can't start double air factory against FoxTermelon on this map. You have to keep scouting. If he goes second air factory, then you can go second air factory. Or just adapters. Like, I mean, I said this over and over again. Adapters are just way too good in this situation. I don't understand why people don't do it more often. But hey, maybe they've tested this exact situation, and for some reason that my caster brain can't comprehend. It's actually not a good choice, but who knows?
Is this some sort of Aeon joke that I'm too Cybran to get?
Yeah, I think so. All right. Well, that makes the score 1-1. We are going to take a little break to see maybe the other game is completed. And we'll be right back. We'll definitely update you, and we'll probably do a little summary at the end. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. If you're still watching, give a thumbs up to this video. If you liked the video, leave a comment. If you loved the video, please subscribe. And if you are blown away by it, check out my Patreon page. This has been Nite. Take care and peace out.